Hello and welcome to my final market trends video for 2019, and what a year it has been, with global equity markets and the Australian equity market recovering nicely pretty much through the year after a pretty weak end to 2018. And so a bit of a celebratory mood. The reason for that, I mean, it is Christmas, but things have been looking upbeat. And again, as I've been mentioning repeatedly over recent months, ongoing hopes of a trade deal between US and China again buoyed equity markets in the month of November. That's been the major driver. I mean, the other major development, at least in the Australian market, has been a big drop in interest rates locally, which again supported our equity market, with talk of the Reserve Bank possibly cutting the official cash rate next year to about 0.25%, which is now my call. So it's been a big shift in interest rate expectations in the Australian market. Unfortunately, that has been reflecting more weak growth indicators in Australia. So our economy hasn't been doing as well as the global, particularly the US economy this year, and that's seen that interest rate story change toward lower rates in Australia. In terms of the outlook for global equities, I mean, it's hard not to be cautiously optimistic heading into 2020. As I've mentioned, a lot of global indicators around the world are suggesting a bottoming out and the growth slowdown. A lot of the manufacturing indicators are starting to level out. I hate to mention it, but the trade deal between China and the US, markets are still ever hopeful for the deal being reached. And again, my conclusion is that Donald Trump, the President of the United States, will need to do a deal, or else the risk to the US economy next year is too great. So based on that, I still think a trade deal is likely, which is going to support markets heading into 2020. The other important thing, of course, is that inflation globally remains pretty low, which means that central banks can support global growth if need be through even lower interest rates or more quantitative easing. Hi, I'm David Bassanese, Chief Economist at BetaShares, and this has been a snapshot of my market trends report for December. If you'd like to see full details, including an analysis of which sectors and regions around the world are doing relatively better than others, please visit the Insights section of our website. Again, this is my last report for the year, for 2019. It's been a tumultuous year, but ultimately a pretty good one. I wish you all the best for the festive season, and I hope to see you all again next year in 2020.